Okay.
Hey, I think we're all right. So hopefully we're live. Y'all know we had some technical difficulties last week. Hey, Pat, it's great to see you. I'll let Christa introduce you in just a second. I am so excited, y'all. I'm in Atlanta, and we are getting ready for a show this weekend. So it's going to be a lot of fun to be in Atlanta. We are people here. So sorry about the technical difficulties last week. We did a Beretta for our Hunt Like a Girl, and it didn't go live. So we had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we did finish the podcast, and it's uploaded to our Facebook Live and our YouTube channel. So y'all please go in there and watch that, because we're giving away with that a Beretta bag that's very nice. So you want to go check that out so that you can get entered to win that Beretta bag. Christa, how are you doing?
I am great. I'm super excited to talk about this new product with Pat. So we've got Pat Rooney joining us today from Sabre Security. Most of us call it Sabre Pepper Spray, right? Because that's what we think of when we hear of Sabre. And they've got some new products out. We're going to talk about a couple of them tonight. So let's get that kind of started. Pat, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your role at Sabre, and sort of share kind of the history of Sabre and everything that people might not know.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been with the Sabre organization for about 1.5 years now. My background is I've worked for some pretty established brands in the consumer product marketplace, but I'll tell you this, there's no brand that I've ever worked for, other than Sabre, that has the mission and purpose of what we're trying to do on a daily basis. And it's very simply put, is to keep people safe. Right. And this organization has been around for 45 years, second generation run. We maintain about 70% of the marketplace in pepper sprays, and no one believes personal safety is more personal than we do. As evident by our deep portfolio of products that we carry for every application, whether it's for parents purchasing for their children who are going off to school, whether it's for the young woman who's out on her own for the first time in life, those outdoor explorers going out into the wilderness, and those outdoor athletes that are running morning, noon, and night on their own. So we have a deep portfolio. We're the #1 trusted personal safety brand with consumers and police worldwide. And, what we believe is quite simple. It's to make it safe and make it safe for everyone.
Right. That's a great mission statement. And for those that have been to the trailer in the last year-ish, because it was about this time last year when you guys joined us on the road, one of our most popular demonstrations that we do at the trailer is with the Sabre inert sprays, right? So Sabre does have a great training tool allowing us to really communicate, not just verbally, but the physical component of what could happen in the moment, and get the feel of what it might actually be like to spray a pepper spray. It is an inert product. We have teamed up with one of our other partners, and they've been gracious to send us a target that has a 3-dimensional look to it. We put some safety glasses on them, and people get that opportunity to see the distance that it sprays, see what the spray does in the outdoors, and kind of get that feel, learn a little bit more about it, not just, hear about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Part of, one of our tenets of our brand and our mission is education. And you'll see all types of opportunities to learn about our products, try our products throughout our website. We also have the Personal Safety Academy that we just reimagined and relaunched in the last month, which gives you tips on, how to use your pepper spray, as well as answer a number of questions or myths or fears that people might have. But you bring up a good point, Christa. Yeah, we want people comfortable with our products, because really what we're trying to do for consumers out there is to give them a level of confidence, to empower them, to help them, get to another level, or to continue to do things that they love to do more and more often.
Right. That's where our missions align, right? So you know a lot about us as well. And that empowerment and confidence is keywords in that. Hey, Karen, I hate to interrupt you, but we actually have a question. I think this is a good one for Pat to answer at this point.
Sure.
Neff is asking, and we hear this a lot, and so I'd like to kind of hear it from you guys. How effective is pepper spray on dogs? We have so many people that are walkers or runners.
Sure.
And if they're approached by a friendly or non-friendly 4-legged creature, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah. First of all, we would never encourage to use our regular pepper spray on any animals, right?
Okay.
So we have designed pepper spray not only, for as a bear deterrent, but we also have them for canines as well. So the ones designed for the canines is very EPA friendly. It does not cause long-term damage to the canine whatsoever, as well as the person potentially holding the dog or happen to be in the mix of it. But yeah, I would recommend this individual to go to our website and look at our dog protector spray. And there's many options there, but specially designed and formulated for pets and animals.
That's great to know. We'll make sure we post a link to the site, when this goes, and so people can actually go back and reference that.
Right.
You want to say something?
I know I'm dying here because I love that because we're all pet lovers here. And so it's nice that you've considered the use on pets or animals versus an attacker. But what is amazing to me when we do those demonstrations at the trailer is that they can turn around and walk inside Bass Pro Shops or Cabela's and it's like $12.99. And like, what is your safety worth? And I'm pretty sure we spend $12.99 on a cup of coffee some days. So it's really a great tool for every woman to have, especially in areas if she was normally a concealed carry and she's legal and she doesn't carry in places she's not supposed to. It gives us a second layer of protection that's non-lethal and a great option. What I'm really, really excited about is that you have a new product that for me right now, nobody in my family, nobody knows exactly where I am right now. So if I come up into my car and try to snatch me, what would I do? How would they get notified? So I think you have a product that you're going to talk about that Christa was kind of.
Definitely. The Smart Pepper Spray, as Christa's holding that up right there. It's a very, very unique product in itself. So this pepper spray is connected via Bluetooth to the SABRE Personal Safety App. And what it does, it allows the owner of that pepper spray to enlist their circle of trusted contacts. So when they are out and about, far from home, far from their loved ones, far from their contacts, and they happen to be in a situation where they do deploy that pepper spray, their trusted contacts will get alert on their phone saying that has happened. And even more so, there's a GPS tracker on that. So those individuals can track that, person, to safety. And then at a premium for a monthly subscription, we have a partnership with Noonlight. So that person who has deployed that pepper spray, if they feel that they are in real danger, they can contact their local authorities and their local authorities will show up. It's a great, great product to provide a significant level of insurance for someone who's going to be away from you, for a long period of time. Obviously, back to school lists are being made right now, back to college. It's a great product for any parent out there to arm their, child who's going off to college. So that way that they can see, and monitor, their safety and assure that, that there's some level of peace of mind to help them, for that, extra personal safety.
I think there's so many applications. We all think that college thing first. That's, as parents, if you have children or if you've sent a child to college, or even if you're the aunt or the uncle or neighbor down the street, knowing that that loved one is having to send their very young, not quite ready adult, not so adult, into the world and hope for the best and not know anything about where they are is terrifying.
Yes, absolutely. There's no other product on the market as this one is with that GPS tracker. So again, that heightened level of assurance, that heightened level of, that your loved ones are safe and protected, offering that level of peace of mind. To Karen's point, you just can't put a price on it.
Right. And so whether you're the college student, you're the parent of the college student, or you are the walker or the jogger or the hiker, you decide to go out for the day, no one knows where you are. Might be on the same running path and you might not be. You just never know where you might find yourself. And then what about our parents? As they age and they can't have that physical fight themselves, we typically aren't with them all the time, right? They're doing their own thing just like we are as well. if they needed us or we needed to know what happened, having that GPS tracker that they've deployed that pepper spray is just sort of like, money in the bank.
Right. And as that extra, level of assurance, there is that, as I mentioned, that subscription fee to, contact Noonlight, and they will send the local authorities right there on the spot.
Right. So just to clarify, before we move on to your other product, out of the box, this purchase, you can add your family and friends and your emergency contact through this app. And if you pay an extra fee, you would then subscribe to, what did you call it? Noonlight? Is that what it was called?
Noonlight.
Noonlight. And that would include public safety authority individuals in that process.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, we have another question.
Sure.
And so wants to know how far it sprays.
How far this one sprays?
So I haven't read this box. I'm going to make a quick assumption. And if we're wrong, then we will correct that. But what we've learned from the SABRE pepper sprays at the trailer is you can plan on between 10 and 16 feet, right? So pressure changes in the can change the distance and how fresh it is, and how we always recommend that you replace it prior to the expiration date, because remember, $12.99 versus the value of your life.
Sure.
So plan on 12 to 16 feet. And they also sell practice inerts as well, so you can practice. Karen, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, I can't tell if I'm breaking in or not out here in the remote areas. But I guess my question is, because we had some people posting about, great for a 16-year-old. Are there requirements for carrying pepper spray that people need to be aware of?
There are a number of different state and regulations around pepper spray. Without going into each and every detail, I would recommend that anyone go to our website, sabrered.com, where we have it listed of where they can purchase it, what some requirements are in terms of minimums on ounce cans and such. So that would be your best opportunity to see what you can purchase or have shipped to you in the state that you live in.
Okay, great. Again, we'll add that link.
That's one quick. I'm afraid I'm breaking up, but how much is that point for the Smart Pepper?
The Smart Pepper Spray right now retails for $79.99.
Great. And you think about the security with that app, reach back out to your family and friends just for family and friends, no extra subscription fee.
Absolutely. It's a tremendous value. Christa, you mentioned the app, you mentioned, the product itself, and, the distance that it shoots to keep yourself safe at a distance from threats, but the number of pumps within the canister is also safe from multiple threats. And then you've got the recharging station in it, as well as a couple of videos that come along with it in terms of how to load it, how to use it, and how to go about carrying it on a daily basis.
Right. Thank you. And before we move on to the new product, in our demos, we talk often that so many threats today don't come as single individual people. It could be groups, multiples, and being prepared to not stop just one threat, but stop multiples is priceless when it comes to the pepper spray product.
Yeah, absolutely. Multiple bursts, not only the distance that I mentioned, but the multiple bursts, being able to, provide some level of safety at a distance against those multiple threats, allowing, oneself to either, call for help and or, physically get away from that situation.
Right. All right. Well, I want to talk about another new product that you have, and that is 2-in-1 Pepper Light. Can you see that, or is there too much glare? There it is. 2-in-1 Pepper Light.
Yeah, this is another great product, and I think it's also timely considering Father's Day is right around the corner. This is a multifunctional tool. It's a flashlight, a very powerful flashlight, shoots about 540 feet, it has multiple strobes on it. And then obviously, just like that Smart Pepper Spray, it is equipped with our maximum strength formula, SABRE Pepper Spray. So, Look at it as a number of different uses. The convenience right there. It's water resistant, drop resistant, and it's great to have, not only around the house in case there's a, intrusion or a threat there, but also to take on the go, to leave in your car. If you're stranded on the side of the road, changing a tire, you never know what's going to happen. Pull up at a gas station, middle of the night, or even taking your dog out for the walk. It's great, to carry on your body, on your person, and it really, solves for two different areas.
Right.
As we've traveled around the country, there's been a time or two where we've pulled into a gas station out of necessity that we kind of wish we hadn't, and like you put $2 worth of gas in and beat feet out of there. So
we've done more than once, Karen.
Yeah. So it's always good, especially as we travel, we're very aware of our surroundings. So we pay more attention to those little feelings on the back of our neck. One of the things I really like about pepper spray is that you can have it on your keychain when you're walking to your car. Like, you can always be ready for the worst. You hope for the best, but plan for the worst. And it's really just all of your line of products. I'm so excited about your new products. And I think what everyone should do, every woman should actually go out and buy a flashlight for dad, and buy yourself the smart pepper spray or the normal, portable pepper sprays, and give that to dad, because dad won't have to worry about you as much. That's one of the things we see at the trailer, is that fathers are so concerned about their daughter's well-being that mothers are too, obviously, but fathers really love that they have a solution to give their daughters to kind of be an equalizer, especially for those young women who aren't legal to carry a firearm. So what great products, and the focus you all have on safety. If you haven't been to their website, please check it out, because the training that's available there will give you confidence with that product.
Right.
Yeah, Karen, you bring up a great point of being, aware of your surroundings. And that's one of the first things that we talked about in our Personal Safety Academy, is don't make yourself an easy target. Make yourself a hard target, right? And once you establish that, pose, if you will, obviously, is to arm yourself, with a, personal safety device. And yes, with the keychain, yes, being able to clip it on your belt, or to, conceal it in your purse or in your back pocket. It's really about that accessibility, in the time, that situation does occur, because you really don't have that much time to think. And all of our products are designed for that quick type of accessibility as well as usability. So yeah, a lot of thought goes into it. Everything we do is kind of rooted in the consumer. We understand what they go through, and we want to put ourselves in their position, but we try to make it easy and as simple and as informative, as educational as we can for them, because like I said, at the end of the day, we're just trying to keep people safe.
Right. Someone asked how far the flyers, and I know you said that like 240 feet at
540 feet.
Oh my gosh, 540 feet.
Wow. Right. That's great. And so I got to touch it today. I told Pat when we jumped on the pre-call, it's a lot more sturdy. It's got weight to it. It reminds me of another flashlight series in our past, as adults, that will, when you feel it, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's got weight behind it. It's not just a flimsy little flashlight.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I mentioned, it's drop resistant, it's water resistant, and you look at that product and you compare it to some of the other just flashlights, period, on the store shelves, and why wouldn't you consider something that does multi-purpose and provides two means of providing some level of safety.
Right. Well, so for those that are watching, if you're in the Georgia area, we will be at Bass Pro Shops Lawrenceville this weekend. We're going to be showing these products and talking about them. So you'll get the opportunity to put your hands on them, see what they look like. Now, these are not inerts. These are live, so we won't be spraying these. So not happening. But we will talk through and work with the actual physical function of the product and learn a lot about them. We'd love to have you come out and see them as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And who knows? These products could end up online at Bass Pro or Cabela's or even in store. So that's the goal there is obviously to make these products available and as part of our brand being accessible to everybody. Because, like we said at the top of the dialogue, personal safety is personal. All depends on the application.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate you taking time to talk to us. I'm looking that we're at 20 minutes already, which it doesn't seem that long. These always go way too fast. But we know everybody's busy and they want to get on to other things. And we appreciate not only your time, but really your company and the focus they have on safety and keeping every person safe, to include our law enforcement, because we know you do a lot of law enforcement products. And so thank you very much for what you do to help us be safer. Last week, because of the mess up, we didn't do not the mess up, but the technical difficulties. I'll call it technical difficulties.
Yeah, we'll call it.
We had not given away our winners. So I did mail somebody something. So you should be getting a package soon if you've set your email address or your mailing address to Christa. But Christa, you have some winners to pick. We're going to do the Beretta bag, and I think we had a swag bag for Shoot Like a Girl from the week prior.
Correct.
Something I'm sure for tonight. So take it away.
So remember, like, comment, share. That makes you eligible to win our swag giveaway for this Facebook Live. We did not announce the previous week's winner. That was from the Umarex Live with Haley Wiley. So Carolyn Casey LaCour, I think I'm saying your last name correctly. Carolyn Casey LaCour, congratulations for the Umarex Live. That's a Shoot Like a Girl swag. We do have 2 winners we're going to draw for Beretta's bag from last week's live. Karen, do you want to draw them both tonight? I can do that. Or do you want to save one for the second set of people that might watch the replay after this?
Let's save it for the replay after this, and then we'll draw those winners, because honestly, I don't think a lot of people knew that we posted it online, and we want you to go watch that because it talks about our Hunt Like a Girl adventures on our turkey hunt in Kansas, and it gives a lot of information about the great recoil reduction from the Beretta A400. So those are things you'll want to hear about. And what about tonight, Christa?
So tonight, comment, like, and share. We'll pull that winner for next week. Next week, we're going to have a chat with Crossbreed. So make sure you hop on and join with us then. We're going to talk about the belly band. Pat, before we finish out and close and click it's time for everyone to go to dinner. Do you have any final things you want to share?
No, let's just say, make it safe at home, make it safe going out, make it safe on your commute tonight. And I appreciate the opportunity and the partnership that our 2 companies have together, as well as our relationship with Bass Pro and Cabela's. They've been a great retail partner for us. And a lot of the products that you'll see online at sabrered.com, are there in stores and or online on their website. So, come on out to the next stop or the stops beyond and learn more about our products, because you've got some experts that I'm working with here on the call that will do a great demonstration and provide you the education that you need to go confidently. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you to the Sabre family. We'll make sure we post the link to the Sabre Red site, so that Sabre Security site, so everyone can find you guys and see these products, learn a little more about them, and make any
training.
What?
Watch the training videos.
Watch
the Personal Safety Academy videos too.
All right.
As well as all the videos on these 2 products that we just talked about, as many, many more.
Yes.
Bye.
All right. Thank
you.
Karen, safe travels. Pat, thank you so much. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.